Richard Ramirez, also known as the Night Stalker, born on the 29th of February 1960. Ramirez had a really difficult childhood. He was frequently abused by his father, and he began drinking alcohol at just age 10. In 1982, he moved to California when he was 22 years of age. Ramirez had a cocaine addiction. To support his addiction, he would start to break into houses and look for valuables. Ramirez did this for a while until unfortunately he went down a far darker path. His first murder goes back to the 10th of April 1984. Ramirez unfortunately assaulted, beat and killed a 9-year-old little girl. He did this in the basement of his apartment. What's crazy though is that he didn't get caught for this crime until 2009. Ramirez was known for cannibalism, kidnapping, assaulting, and necrophilia. Ramirez killed at least 14 people and attempted many more. Thankfully, some got away from Ramirez when he tried to attack them. This is also not including all the kidnappings that he did and the assaults. Ramirez was a Satanist, and he wholeheartedly believed that he was Satan's right-hand man. He believed that he was doing the devil's work. Police obviously tried to catch him for years, but unfortunately there was no real leads. That is, until they finally had a breakthrough and found a car that he had stolen. They had nothing but his shoe prints to go off for many years. When police found this car, they then posted his picture all over the newspapers in California, hoping that someone would see him so they could finally bring him in. Ramirez actually went to visit his brother, not realizing that his face is printed all over the newspapers. Ramirez was then in a convenience store and 2 women recognized him and got upset. They were pointing at the newspapers, and once Ramirez seen the newspapers, he ran and fled. He ran out into the street and he attempted to hijack a car. Thankfully, there were 2 men who angrily pulled him out, then ran again across the street, trying to steal a woman's keys. Fortunately, her husband seen this whole thing. He struck Ramirez over the head. A group of 10 residents then formed and chased Ramirez down the street, where they then restrained him and relentlessly beat him. This was how the police finally caught the Night Stalker, thanks to the people that were on the street. Ramirez had 19 death sentences in 1989. While he was awaiting execution, he actually died in 2013 from cancer in his cell. May the victims rest in peace.
Wasting time finding sheet music at your level? I now find all my music in one library, 100%